Good morning, Anjum. Good morning, Nikhil, Ganesh, Prajwal, Yuvraj, Utkarsh, Sachin, Dhaval. Everyone, am I audible? First of all, tell me if I'm audible or not. Morning, Naga. Morning, Krishna. Great. Thank you, everyone. Thanks a ton. Morning, everyone. Welcome to Baiju's exam prep. Let's start another exciting day for modern history. Great. We'll start in exact one more minute. Let other friends, if anyone has to join, let them join, and then we shall begin. I'm good, Gulam. All good this side. All good. Puja, check from your side. Nobody's complaining except you. Morning, Roshni. Morning, Santosh. Morning, Archana. Good morning, Vishwaduni. Neeraj, Manikant, everyone, good morning. Ravindra, Handarpreet, Panyala, Anavor, everyone. Let's begin now. Yes, Utkarsh, you will have to play. Definitely, you'll have to say that. Okay, I hope everybody has joined. How many of you were not there yesterday in yesterday's class? Anyone who was not there in yesterday's lecture? Those who were not there, those who are writing, they were not there. If you have missed any part, whatever reason, you have, please understand, I'll make this, that you will have to do European arrival or arrival of European was totally completed by us in yesterday's lecture. Apart from that introduction and all things we had done. So please do it on your own, either from the recorded lecture or from the lectures that are there on the app. If you go on the lectures on the app, this chapter, Arrival of Europeans, is given in the form of the, I would say, your animation videos. So you can go through those lectures also. That's the thing. Okay, I hope this is clear. How many of you read the book yesterday? Anyone who went through the book yesterday? Okay. Now, those who have gone through the book, no, those who have not gone, I cannot say anything. Those who have gone through the book, do you think that we covered everything in the class? More or less every point we have covered in the class? No, Anshu. We did studied in way more details. So my point is, guys, just 2-3 days, you just look at the book, you would find that everything is being covered in the class. Then that will give you a lot of confidence that yes, we are doing everything in the class. And then if you leave the book or any particular chapter, you don't have to worry about that. Let's begin the first chapter for the day. And yesterday in the last portion, I already did the introduction of this. Decline of Mughals. Last 20 minutes, we have already talked about this topic yesterday. So directly going to begin with the, reasons for this. Many people say that Aurangzeb has to take some blame for this. The idea here is that Aurangzeb was the ruler who ruled between these 49 years. And in these 49 years, during his time only, the Mughals had started to become weak. Some people say that in making Mughals weak, a lot of the policies of Aurangzeb were very much responsible. What are those policies? One is his religious policies. Before Aurangzeb, the rulers like Akbar, Jahangir, Shah Jahan, they maintained a very good relation with the Hindu subjects and also had matrimonial alliances with people like Rajputs. This helped the Mughal Empire in consolidating itself, becoming a very strong empire in those days. But now, because of the religious policies that Aurangzeb followed, he antagonized the Hindus. That is, destruction of, for example, temples, or the imposition of religious taxes like jizya. All these contributed that the people did not have faith in the Mughal government. Jizya is a type of tax which was imposed on Hindus when they were going on their pilgrimages. If they are going to their holy places, they had to pay this extra tax, which was, you can understand. See, if the government is putting a tax on everyone, everybody will say, okay, government is good or bad, whatever they might say. But when the government is putting a tax only on one type of people, clearly people will say this is a discriminatory government and they are doing discrimination against one particular religion at this point of time. Everyone, am I clear with the religious policies? So don't you think Hindus would not like Aurangzeb? Hindus won't love him if he is declining, if he is getting decimated, if the religions or the Mughals are getting decimated. Nobody has any sympathy for them. Number two, can anyone tell me what was the Deccan policy of Aurangzeb? Anyone? What was the Deccan policy of Aurangzeb? You know, you all are correct. You are correct. Continuously, in order to get this area, he fought a very, very prolonged war. Now, when I say Deccan, of course, the South India's portions also come here. He wanted to bring under him all the Bahmani empires and even the Marathas. The fact is, please see here, because his focus came on this area, many people say North India was totally neglected. And we all know all the attackers will come from which side? Please tell me, the attackers are going to come from which side? Northwestern side. Number two, please also understand, if you are fighting so many wars, there is going to be economic cost also. A lot of money was spent on these. Lot of money was spent on these wars. And the money which was spent on these wars ultimately led to Mughals becoming economically bankrupt. Am I clear, everyone? Please see here. I've talked about these two. This is a minor point. Some people, historians, they point out a folly in the character of Aurangzeb. They say Aurangzeb had a suspicious nature. All of you, if you have slight idea about Mughals, let me tell you one thing. How did Aurangzeb become the ruler? Can anyone tell me? How did he become the ruler? How did he become the ruler? Killed his brothers, imprisoned his father. Now, every one of you, tell me this. Don't you think a man who killed his brothers, arrested his father to become the king, don't you think he would always be suspicious of everyone? All of you tell me. Don't you think he would always be, oh, if I can do that, the others may do the same thing to me? That is why it is said. That's why people say that whenever Aurangzeb would go anywhere, he would take everyone with him. His, relatives, his sons, grandsons, because many times there was a issue that he did not have the trust in anyone. He could not trust anyone at this point of time. Everyone, yesterday I gave you a mains question. Can anyone repeat that question for me? Any one of you, can you repeat that question for me? If you are not writing, no issues. Basically, I asked you about what led to the Mughals' decline in spite of the fact that they were a mighty empire. Now, everyone listen to me very carefully here. In mains, now this is the first time I'm speaking about mains. Always remember, in mains, points are important, but structure is equally important. What I mean by structure is, what should you write at the beginning, what you should write later. This is something that you need to take care. You cannot be, giving the non-important points at the beginning and, important points down. So when you are writing about the decline of Mughals, your one of the first point will be what? Your one of the first point will be, just a second, Aurangzeb's policies. Am I clear? Then let's move to the next point. This is going to be our next chapter. Later Mughals. Let me give you some idea about the weak successors. How many of you have heard about Muhammad Shah Rangila? Heard about him? You can see the bhai is Rangeen by nature. Rangeen means he is a colorful character. One of the worst Mughal rulers. He is happy with everything. He likes dance, he likes music, he likes everything that is luxurious. The only thing he doesn't like is administration. And yet he was the ruler of India for 29 years. Think about this. Similarly, maybe a lot of you might not have heard about the next name. There was a ruler named Ahmad Shah. He was basically Muhammad Shah Rangila's successor. In your B.L. Grover, there's a history book called by a writer named B.L. Grover. B.L. Grover mentions that Ahmad Shah would not come out of his private harem for months and months. His private harem was in, big area. Then it is mentioned that he would appoint 6-month baby, very young babies would be appointed as governors of northwest provinces. And their advisors also would be 1 month, 2-month babies. Now, all of you tell me, do you think in such a case you can have a good, I would say, you know, administration? Do you think that is possible? Do you think these people will be able to give a good, I would say, administration? No. Okay, let's move to the next point. We just now said Aurangzeb killed his brothers, arrested his father. After the death of Aurangzeb, his sons, they too fought. And then came a ruler named Bahadur Shah. When Bahadur Shah died, his sons fought. Then came a ruler named Jahandar Shah. All of you tell me, don't you think after the death of every ruler, if there is going to be a fight, don't you think the empire will decline? Every time it is a fight going on, they are ruining the resources. They are hurting each other. Am I clear with this? There was no rule of succession. Whoever's sword was the mightiest, he would become the next ruler. Everyone clear? I need more yes. I need some, so that I understand you people are getting it. Great. Please just, make the class as interactive as possible. Chalo bhai, all of you tell me, rulers are bad. Do you think ministers will be good? All of you tell me. Rulers are enjoying the life. Ministers will also say, I also need to enjoy my life. Let me become, if Muhammad Shah Rangila is taking his cut in the bribes, Mughal nobles will also take. See, there was a time when the earlier rulers were people like Akbar. Then his nobles were also people like Man Singh, a great Rajput commander, very brave. But now, if the rulers are like Rangila, Ahmad Shah, ministers will also be like them. So clearly, there is not only a decay when it comes to the, I would say, your kings, there is also a decay in the characteristic of the Mughal nobles. Am I clear with this point, everyone? Great. Thank you. Thanks, Atan. Keep on telling me you are understanding. Now you see here, what do you understand by faction? What do you understand by factions? Group. Absolutely. What I'm saying is, there is grouping in the darbar. In the court, there is a grouping. On what basis is this grouping done? There are Afghani nobles. There are Turani nobles. Irani nobles. Hindustani nobles. A person whose forefathers came from Afghanistan, they are Afghani nobles. Whose forefathers came from Central Asia, They are Turani nobles. Those whose forefathers came from Iran, they are Irani nobles. And those whose forefathers may be from India, whether Hindu or whether Muslim, they are Hindustani nobles. Now you can understand, court is divided in these groups. Every group wants that their people should get the best thing. Turani is basically Central Asia. Everyone wants that, see, their people should get the best things, best position, power. So, guys, don't you think when there will be groupism, factionalism within a group, that will also lead to their decline? Think about this. Everybody, they are only concerned about their own groups. They are absolutely not concerned about the country. They are not concerned about how would the Mughals operate. Am I clear with the court factions? Everyone. Thank you. Those who are asking where are the Turanis from, I have written Central Asia. Now tell me one thing. See here. King is bad. Nobles are bad. Tell me, don't you think military also will become corrupt? If the king is doing corruption, if the ministers are doing corruption, who is going to stop the military from becoming corrupt? A military which was very, very powerful, mightiest military of those times, has now become corrupt. You all know what happens when corruption will come. It will make the military very, very weak from inside. Am I clear with the corruption point, everyone? Now, all of you, you are in the class. Dipesh is giving the example of Pakistan. I like your example, Dipesh. Yes, Pakistan also is today crumbling, today deteriorating. The people won't believe the Pakistanis, but that's to some extent because their military interferes in governments. That's the thing. Am I clear, everyone? Okay, tell me one thing. You were the best. Your army was the best. But then, slowly and slowly, the fact that you did not bring any new technologies in your army, plus on top of that, you have almost a negligible navy in those days. Don't you think this also contributes to the weaknesses of your Mughals? All of you think? Don't you think this, you are not doing anything. You have not introduced any reforms. So that will come under the military reforms only. For example, in medieval history, you will study, I'm writing here, something called Mansabdari system. How many of you know Mansabdari system? Any idea about Mansabdari? Anyone? Mandatory, Anuj. Now let's say I take example of Sudhanshu. Now, though, anyways, medieval will be taught later. Just listen to me. For example, I appointed Sudhanshu as my Mansabdar. I told Sudhanshu that, Sudhanshu, you should always maintain 100 soldiers with you. I was giving money also for these 100 soldiers every month to Sudhanshu. I was giving money. Why? That Sudhanshu will maintain these 100 soldiers. Tomorrow, when I need an army, I will ask Sudhanshu to come with his army. But what Sudhanshu did? He never maintained 100 soldiers, kept on getting money from me. Now, one day, when I needed an army, I needed people to fight for me. Sudhanshu came with 100 people who were ill trained, who had no idea about warfare, modern warfare. All of you tell me, do you think I'll win with these 100 people? Do you think I'll be winning with these people? Absolutely not. Never. Okay. Tell me one thing. How many of you have heard about these two people? How many of you have heard about these two people? Great. They both came from this side. Nadir Shah is the emperor of Persia, modern day Iran. Attacks India in 1739, reaches Delhi, loots Delhi. Some of the big things that he looted: all of you might have heard about Kohinoor, diamond, and of course the peacock throne too. Just to give you some idea, how much did he loot? People say in those days 70 crore rupees worth was looted from India. How much he looted, just imagine. For next 3 years, no one had to pay tax in Persia. Am I clear, everyone? Just imagine the loot that he would have done. Not only he, his successor, Abdali, attacked India many times. Attacked places like Mathura, Agra, of course, Delhi, and looted all these areas. He was looting continuously from 1748 till 1767. He attacked India many a times and looted different places. All of you think like this now. All these attackers or attacks happened from this side and they went back from the same side. Don't you think this side of our country would become very, very weak? There is no protection, there is no security, there is an absence of government at this point of time. Absolutely looted. Am I clear? Invasion means attack. Peacock throne is a throne of the Mughals, Kavya. Now, everyone, did we not study this yesterday only? We completed this yesterday. Everyone, do you think this was a factor in the decline of Mughals? How many of you think this is a factor? Because these outsiders came, they also clashed with the Mughals and they benefited at the cost of the Mughals. I'm not explaining this. Those who were there in yesterday's class, I hope you all can understand this on your own. Yes, Anubhav, Farukh Shears, Farman and everything. Now, everyone tell me, do you understand this point? I'll explain, but I'm asking you before I explain. Do you understand this? Let's take an example. Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, all his life, he fought against whom? Mughals, to create an independent Maratha state. When Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj died, Marathas were a small kingdom. But then his successors, Sambhaji Maharaj, later Peshwas like Balaji Vishwanath, we will study all these names. Bajirao I, they all continuously fought against the Mughals and made Mughals weak. Remember, Maratha Empire rose at the cost of the Mughal Empire. Everyone, am I clear with this point? All of you tell me, am I clear with this point? Thank you. Now, all of you tell me one thing. Take up this. Take up this thing. Yeah, I'm only giving you one example, Pooja. You can see Marathas I gave, na? Sikh will be there, Rajputs will be there. Okay, let's say this is the land of a peasant named Rohit Kumar. And of course, near him, there are many other peasants. There are different peasants. Anubhav is peasant, Himanshu is there, Dinesh is there, Sachin, Krishna, there are different peasants. What has happened is, the Mughals, they have increased the tax. Rohit Kumar hardly grows 100 kg of rice, and maybe out of those 100 kg, Mughals are taking away 90. And similar thing is happening with every other peasant. All of you tell me, all these peasants, Krishna, Himanshu, your Sachin, what will they all do now? Anubhav is saying, gussa aega. They will become angry. And when people become angry, what do? They do revolts. Bhai, whatever I am growing is being taken by the Mughals. Why should I even grow? Now, all of you think, for example, near Delhi, there are Jat people. Jats were what? A peasant community. Why did the Jats start revolt against against the Mughals? Because most of their things would be taken by whom? By the Mughals. And the Jats started the revolt, for example, peasant revolts. Now, all of you, please understand one thing. I'm changing the pen. When the peasants would revolt, invariably, your revenue will come down, because you are not going to get the taxes from these peasants. They are not going to give you peasants anymore or taxes anymore. Now, see here this point. Who was the father of Aurangzeb? Shah Jahan. We all talk about Shah Jahan built a beautiful Taj Mahal. But all of you tell me, did that Taj Mahal give any money to Mughals? Was there ticketing system in those days that you come see Taj Mahal and pay us something? Forget Taj Mahal, he built many other buildings. And all these buildings did what? They emptied the treasure of Mughals. Later, Shah Jahan's son Aurangzeb fought in South India. That emptied the treasure. His successors, they fought amongst each other. That emptied the treasure. Guys, there is mention, it is mentioned that Aurangzeb was in such a bad condition that he had to basically melt the old utensils. Silver, copper utensils had to be melted. Not only that, it is also said that Aurangzeb, had to find the old treasures of old kings, queens, because he needed money. Do you think that this was a great factor for the decline of Mughals? All of you, in your opinion, money is there, so everything is there. And without money, invariably these Mughals could not, survive. Am I clear till economic bankruptcy? Last but not the least is your nature of Mughal state. It is said, it is said very clearly that the Mughal state had now become only a military state. See, for example, all of you, how many of you pay taxes? A lot of you would be working professionals. You would be paying taxes. When you pay the tax, you expect the government to do something good for you. Let's build the roadways, let's build the railways. All those things have to be done at this point of time. That's the whole idea. But then, in those days, the Mughal state turned only into a military state. That is, they will only protect you against the outsiders. They were no longer a welfare state. So, if Rohit Kumar is a man in those days, I would think, okay, fine enough. Today there is Mughal, tomorrow there will be someone else. How does it matter? How does it matter that today who is there, tomorrow who would be there? I'm no longer worried. I have no affinity with this Mughal state. For me, it is, okay, today Mughals, tomorrow someone else. Anyways, before the Mughals also, there was somebody else. So why should I be worried about this? That who is ruling me? So the fact that the nature of the Mughal state also totally changed at this point of time did not help the matters. Lastly, there was a crisis known as Jagirdari crisis. How many of you have heard about this? Anyone? What is Jagirdari crisis? Comes from the word Jagir. What used to happen is Mughals used to pay their Jagirdars in the form of Jagir. Jagir is property. And in those days, property was basically land. But by the time of Aurangzeb and after him, the later Mughals came, there were more Jagirdars, less Jagir to give to them. There was shortage of the Jagirs, there was shortage of this particular type of land. So you can understand it was a type of economic problem that happened at this point of time. That is, there are more Jagirdars at this point of time. There are less Jagirs at this point of time. If that happens, the throne, that is the rulers, had to pay Jagirs from their own quota of land, which used to be called as Khalisa land. And because of all this, there is no money which would be there with the ruler to pay for the wars or to pay for the maintenance of the lifestyle of the nobles. Jagir is property, Pujita Shetty. Mughal rulers appointed Jagirs. Guys, Jagirdari system Avni, for example, Rohit Kumar is a worker of the Mughal ruler. So a lot of times, Rohit Kumar would be paid in the form of cash that was known as Nagdi, Nagad, or he would be formed in the form of what? Jagir. Jagir means property, land. Khalisa land means the land which belonged to the emperor. Am I clear with the Jagirdari system, everyone? The fact that Jagirdari crisis happened? Kalyani, it's from the Mughal era. Anubhav, you will do that later, not now. Everyone, again, before I go in the next chapter, can anyone, if you cannot repeat the question of yesterday, I'm giving the same question. I don't remember the words exactly. The Mughals were a mighty empire. But when it started to deteriorate, the deterioration was very quick. Discuss the reasons behind the now guys, if you are writing, how many of you can write a 250 word 15 marker answer on this question? How many of you can write this? Just give me 1 second. I'll take out my water bottle. How many of you can write this? Okay. Now, as I was saying yesterday, that when it comes to answer writing, points are important, but the structure is also very important. For example, if you see a 250 word answer, start with a nice introduction. If I'm, writing an introduction, because in the whole body of this, I'm going to talk about decline, I'm going to talk about deterioration. In the introduction, I would talk about their mightiness. That I will tell here that how 1526 Babur started this and how it had gone to its zenith glory days during the rules of rulers like Akbar, Jahangir, Shah Jahan, etc. Something, big I will talk. Then I will start taking up points one by one. Of course, I will write Aurangzeb's responsibility, and under this, I will give 2-3 lines here. Now here, some people would definitely ask me that should I write in point or paragraph? For example, I'm writing one point and in front of that giving one small, paragraph. Second point, let's say weak successors. And because I cannot write all the 12 points, I would write it defective law of succession. Third point, weak nobility and court factions. Remember, always give examples to make your answer better. See here, what all will make your answer better? See here, number one, maybe this is not visible to a lot of you. Guys, what all makes your answer better? See here, one point is your structure, other point is your content, third part is your handwriting, and fourth is special additions. Special addition is I would here only take a box and draw two small maps showing 1707, 1750. Here I will show Mughals are till here and almost, and here I'll show Mughal Empire. Guys, do you see what I have done? I'm bringing the map also here just for telling the examiner that, see, this is something extra that I'm doing apart from everyone else. Most people will not add this thing. Of course, some people are asking, can I write proverbs? You can, but then that proverb should mean something here. Am I clear with this? All of you, am I clear with this particular whole structure, this thing? Remember, those who are not getting structure, please understand. Again, I'm telling you, in structure, important points first. Good intro, of course, good conclusion. Preeti, then you are in the wrong class, I think. How to conclude in good way? Tell that after the decline of these Mughals, what happened? For example, rise of provincial kingdoms happened. You can speak about any such thing at this point of time. Or tell that the rise of the decline of the Mughals opened the gates for the Europeans in our country. British arrival. Talk about any such thing. Everyone, am I done with decline of Mughals? Every one of you. Can you write this question? Great. We are done with the first part of our chapter today. Everyone, in the next 2 slides, I will teach you the whole chapter of later Mughals. Am I clear? Bahadur Shah Jahandar Shah Farrukhshir Muhammad Shah Rangila Ahmad Shah Alamgir II Shah Alam II Akbar II Bahadur Shah Zafar. Now some of you are asking that, sir, from where should I read these? Please understand, decline of Mughals and later Mughals, they both are in your chapter 1 of Bipin Chandra. Am I clear, everyone? From where will you read these two? Is this clear? Please don't go any other book. You don't need any other source for these two chapters. More than sufficient knowledge is given in your Bipin Chandra for these two particular chapters. Let's start with Bahadur Shah. Aurangzeb died in 1707. Aurangzeb died in 1707. And after his death, his sons, they have started to fight. You can understand. We already studied that they always used to have fights when, the ruler would die. And out of these, the person who is victorious is Bahadur Shah 1. According to some historians, only one to be good enough to be a king. According to some rulers, he was the only amongst all the later Mughals who was good enough to become a king. His sons, it is written, Muhammad. He started a period, or I would say, not period, I should, delete this. He started a policy of religious tolerance. He started the policy of religious tolerance. Now, under this, what was done? Basically, liberal policy towards Rajputs, Marathas, Sikh. Guys, it is said that he was a better man. He was I would say, learned, dignified, and some say a tolerant man. So he wanted to have better, relation with all these people. So, for example, in Rajputs, Ajit Singh was appointed the Rana of, I would say, Marwar. In Marathas, you will study later, Shahuji, he was grandson of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. Was released. Guys, you won't believe Shahuji. I'm rubbing this so that you can understand. Uh, After 18 years, Shahuji was in the custody of Aurangzeb since 1689. At this moment, he was released. This, ruler gave him Sardesh Mukhi, was granted. I will tell you what exactly is Chot and Sardesh Mukhi in some time. Everyone, any doubt in Bahadur Shah till this point? Any doubt in Bahadur Shah till this point? Sardesh Mukhi, I will explain. It's a type of tax. When the Marathas I will be teaching, I will explain that. Even with Sikh. Guys, who is the 10th Sikh Guru? If you don't know, the great 6th Guru, 10th Guru is Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj. Guru Gobind Singh Ji was appointed a Mansabdar. Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj was appointed as the High Mansabdar. Though I must say, but Banda Bahadur again started the fight. Now, everyone, please don't get worried. When I'm teaching you Marathas, I will teach you everything about Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj's son, grandson, and everything. When I'm teaching Sikh, I will teach you this whole story. Right now, I'm only telling you that how, some historians, they say that within a few years of the death of Aurangzeb, this policy was totally changed. The policy of religious tolerance was adopted by everyone. Jahandar Shah adopted it, Farooq Shah adopted it, everybody started to adopt it in some time. Am I clear, everyone? Is this clear? The first, is this clear? Okay, chalo. Bahadur Shah died. His sons, as usual, fought. And who is the winner? Jahandar Shah. Now, guys, if Jahandar Shah is the winner, what is his speciality? Why is Jahandar Shah the winner? What's the special thing which has made Jahandar Shah the winner? His speciality is he was weak and incompetent. He was weak and incompetent. So some of you will say, then sir, how did he become the ruler? The fact is, assisted by his noble Zulfikar Khan. His Zulfikar Khan, the noble, helped him at this point of time. And for this, he was appointed the prime minister. Bhai, you have helped me. My Zulfikar, you have helped me. You are now my prime minister. So everyone remember, this is known as the period of ambitious nobles. Zulfikar Khan is a noble. I wrote, man, Dinesh, I have written clearly here. Period of ambitious nobles. Now, all of you tell me, why Zulfikar Khan only selected him? Why Zulfikar Khan is only supporting him? Why not other? Yes, Ayushi. Why him only? Guys, because this way, Jahandar Shah becomes a puppet of Zulfikar Khan. Puppet. जैसे चलाएंगे वैसे चलेगा. He can be easily manipulated. Puppet. He is a puppet in the hands of whom? Zulfikar Khan. So basically the ruler is Zulfikar Khan, but then on paper, Jahandar Shah is the ruler. Am I clear till here? I just now told you that this policy of religious tolerance is maintained throughout. So you can see the jizya was stopped. Please see here, this type of, thing that the taxes would be there on Hindus if they are going for their pilgrimage site, that was abolished. Jizya was stopped at this point of time. Puppet means Katputli. Sai Babu, if you understand Katputli. Last but not the least, he also brought a system called Isra system was introduced. Anyone, any idea what is Isra system? Anyone, do you have any idea what exactly is Isra system? Yes, Ananya, you are correct. You are correct. You are in the correct direction. No, no, Sachin. No, no. No, Ayushi, that's what I'm asking. What is IJRA system? Okay, I'll explain here, not here. See, for example, this is the land of Rohit Kumar. It would be auctioned. Auction to whom? Four people are auctioning. He says, I will collect 10. He says, I will collect 20, 30, 40 kg of rice from this. So, who will be given the work? Who will be given allotted that who should collect the thing here? 40. He was given that you should collect the taxes from Rohit Kumar. So, please remember, ISRA system was introduced to improve finances of the state. Guys, do you think the finances of the state improved here? Do you all think the finances of the trade or the state improved at this point of time? Guys, it did not improve a lot, but on top of that, there was a big problem. What is that big problem? The farmers, they revolted. Rohit Kumar did the revolt. Bhai, whatever I am growing, if that will be taken away from me, do you think I will grow that? I stopped growing all these things. Am I clear why is the farmer doing a revolt at this point of time? Every one of you. Is this clear why the farmer is doing a revolt at this point of time? If this is clear, come to the next. Jahandar Shah's rule was only for 1 year, 1712 to 13. And now, invariably, if he is ruling only for 1 year, it was because Jahandar Shah was removed by his own nephew. Jahandar Shah had been removed by his own nephew, whose name is Farrukhshir. And this time, nephew was held by two brothers known as Sayyid brothers. Two brothers known as Sayyid brothers. They are, because of their help, one is appointed prime minister, another is appointed commander in chief. Please remember the Urdu term. Prime minister means wazir, commander in chief means Mir, sorry, Mir Bakshi. Just give me a second. Just my eraser is not working. Mir Bakshi. Please remember these two terms. Wazir is your prime minister. Mir Bakshi is your commander in chief. One brother has been appointed as Wazir. Another brother is appointed as the Mir Bakshi. Am I clear, guys? Because the two brothers, they have held Farrukhshir. Please tell me yes or no. Is this clear or not? Okay, now all of you, please notice, please keep an eye over here. Dekho, in your Bipin Chandra, it is written Jizya abolished. So your Bipin Chandra in 2 consecutive pages writes, Jizya abolished under Jahandar Shah, and later writes Jizya abolished under Farooq Shir. Guys, my understanding is that because Jahandar Shah ruled only for 1 year, that is why he might not have been able to abolish Jizya completely. That's why it was done by the next ruler also, and that ruler happens to be your Farooq Shir. Am I clear, guys? Why this Jizya being abolished is continuing here? So clearly, this is also a period of what? Policy of religious tolerance. This is still going on. So you can see all these successors, they are carrying on with this thing. Now, very, very important, and I'll show you within minutes. Yeah, no, Dinesh, they will not ask both the options. Please, UPSC will not make this mistake. UPSC will not ask. Otherwise, both are correct. Bipin Chandra has written clearly in one page the name of Jahandar Shah, in another page the name of Farooq Shir. So that will not happen. Everyone, please see here. Very, very important word. Sayyid brothers in our history are known as kingmakers. Do you understand what is kingmaker? Anyone, do you understand what is kingmaker? What is kingmaker? Anyone? Guys, kingmaker is a person who himself does not become king but keeps on appointing kings. Just give me a second. Why is he known as kingmakers? Because he appointed Farooq Shir, later Rafi ud Darjat, later Rafi ud Dola, and later Muhammad Shah Rangila. So please remember, why are the Sayyid brothers known as kingmakers? Guys, you can see because he appointed 4 kings. If I do the numbering also for your clarity, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 people were appointed kings by him, and for this reason, he is remembered as a kingmaker in our history. Am I clear, everyone? Am I clear, everyone? Now, one point I will not teach those who were there in yesterday's class. What did Farooq Shir do yesterday? All of you tell me. What did Farooq Shir do yesterday? Absolutely correct, Raj. Issued the Farman of 1717, which was known as, what was that Farman known as? What was that Farman known as? Magna Carta. Yuvraj, it was known as Magna Carta. Always remember. Guys, he also, Farooq Shir also arrested Banda Bahadur in 1715 and killed him in 1716. That also was done by him at this moment only. Let me change the pen color. Jats under Churaman also revolted. Banda Bahadur Dinesh, I have written here. Banda Bahadur after Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj. The Sikh religion does not have any Guru. Banda Bahadur was the leader of the Sikh after the death of Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj. We will study him in 6th chapter. Am I clear with this, guys? Everyone, last thing, all of you now understand one point. Let's suppose I am Farooq Sher and I told you I am a puppet in the hands of Sayyid brothers. You can understand. Very soon our relation started to deteriorate. Very soon our relation became bad. We are having very bad relation now. We both are having egos. We are having the ego problem at this point of time. So invariably, our relations have turned sour at this point of time. We both want to remove each other. We both want that the other should be removed. And that is why Sayyid brothers came with the Marathas. Sayyid brothers, they did an agreement with Marathas. We will study it under the Marathas. No, Anjum, they both are same. Guys, Banda Bahadur had two names, Banda Bahadur or Banda Bairagi. So, if anyone is confused about that, don't be confused. Sayyid brothers, they came with Marathas and their leader is Balaji Vishwanath. And the king is Shahuji I. Sayyid brothers gave them Swaraj of 6 provinces in South India plus Chot plus Sardeshmukhi. And for this help, Sayyid brothers along with the Marathas removed Farooq Sher. Guys, is the last point clear? Otherwise, I'll explain it again. If anyone has any doubt here, anyone, any doubt, please ask me again. Anyone? Okay, Namita, please understand. Dekho, all of you listen to me again. I'm Farooq Sher. My relation deteriorated with Sayyid brothers. Now we both are about to fight. Sayyid brothers take the help of the Marathas. Balaji Vishwanath is the Peshwa of Marathas and Shahuji is the king of Maratha. Their help is taken. For the help, Shahuji was given the taxes, both Sardeshmukhi and Chot taxes were given, and he was also given your Swaraj of the Shivaji Maharaj, what Shivaji Maharaj wanted. And for this, Marathas helped Sayyid brothers, and Sayyid brothers, they defeated Farooq Sher. Am I clear, guys? Avni, I'll explain Sardeshmukhi Chot. It will come later, not now. Everyone, am I clear now? Now, all of you, after removing Farooq Sher, who was made the king? After removing Farooq Sher, who was made the king? Darjat for 3 months. Then who became the king? Dola for another 3 months. Both these boys, young boys, guys, this man and this man, they both died within 3-4 months. Some say because they consumed too much of liquor. Some books have mentioned because of tuberculosis, whatever might be the case. Both the rulers have died at this point of time. And now the new ruler is who? Ab Rangila aayega, Muhammad Shah Rangila. Let me tell you one thing. In my class, I'm not going to give him respect. In art and culture class, he will get a lot of respect. So it's only about the place. Here, he is not going to get the respect. Remember, guys, Farooq Shah ruled from 1713 till 1719. And now, the rule of Muhammad Shah Rangila for the next 29 years. Am I clear, guys? Now, again, tell me, why is he selected? Why was he selected? There must be some reason, now. Why was he? Yes, absolutely. He will also be puppet of Sayyid brothers. No, he became Rangila much later. Right now, he's weak man. He's a weak ruler. That's why he has been selected. Please understand, guys, his age is only 18 years old right now. Now, everyone tell me one thing. Everyone tell me one thing, I'm asking you. Let's say all those who are in the class right now, Gulam, Anubhav, Prajwal, Avni, Dinesh, Dipesh, Ananya, Ganesh, Gulam, Neil, anyone, whoever whose name I could see, all of you think you are the nobles of that era. You are the ministers of that era. Tell me, guys, now, what will you think about Sayyid brothers? What do you think about Sayyid brothers? If you are the noble of that era, guys, Ananya, Anubhav, they all are saying correct. Others are also correct. I'm not saying. You all are thinking Sayyid brothers are traitor. Traitor means Gaddar. They are dangerous. Bhavna is correct. If Sayyid brothers can kill Rangila, imagine what they can do to them. If Sayyid brothers can kill the king, they can tomorrow kill the minister Dinesh, the minister Subhojit. They can do anything. Everyone, am I clear with this point? So tell me, what will you all plan? What is your view now? What will you all plan? Absolutely. Elder brother would be arrested and younger brother would be killed in a battle. You will fight a battle. And who fought this battle? People like Chinchkulich Khan, Sadat Khan, etc. All the important commanders of those days, they have come together and they have fought this particular battle. Now, all of you, for a second, now imagine I'm Muhammad Shah Rangila. You all tell me, will I be happy with this or I will be sad? Will I be happy that Sayyid brothers are gone? Arey bhai, I will be happy because I will no longer be the puppet of this man. I'm going to be very happy. And in fact, I'm going to appoint this man who held me as Nizam ul Mulk, that he is going to be now my Wazir. Guys, he is appointed, given this title, he is appointed as Wazir of Rangila. Am I clear, everyone? Now, please understand, Nizamul Mulk is a good man. He wants to rule in a good manner. But within 2 years, he understood, Bhagavan, nobody can save this empire. It's better I move to other place. So Nizamul Mulk moves to Hyderabad. Everybody will move. Sadat Khan will move to Awadh. Chinchkulich Khan is the same man that is, he's a very important administrator of that era. Your, Bengal, there is somebody named Murshid Kuli Khan will move to Bengal. Everyone, can you see one thing? Do you see one thing? What is this? Nothing but our next chapter. Rise of provincial kingdom. Am I clear, everyone? That slowly and slowly, they all are making their own independent kingdoms. Mughals are declining. Sachin is absolutely correct. The disintegration has started now. It is very, very clear. Rangila is still the ruler, Dinesh. I'm never saying, no, I'm not saying anything. These people are moving to their own areas. Rangila is still the owner. But then 1737, Peshwa Bajirao won attacks. Similarly, few minutes back, I was telling you 1739, who attacked? Nadir Shah attacked. I told you, no, that they were, or Nadir Shah was looting India. I should write here only. Defeats Mughals in Battle of Karnal. Am I clear, everyone? Sri Ramalu, at this point of time, for the next 4.5 weekends, it would be history only. There is no class of polity in the weekends right now. Please look into the schedule, guys. If you are having any confusion about any class, Anubhav, I never said, and nobody has killed Rangila. I never said anybody killing Rangila. I'm only saying defeating Mughals in the Battle of Karnal. I never said anybody has killed Rangila. At this moment only, Sai Babu, I'll give you a 5 minutes break right now, and then the break will be at 1 p.m. Those who are asking about the lunch breaks, please see here. Today's timings are 10 to 1 p.m. 1 to 2 p.m. is a break. 2 to 5 p.m. 5 to 5:30 is a break. 5:30 to 8. Am I clear, everyone? Timings, are they clear to everyone? So I'll give you a break. Whenever there is a 3-hour module, I'll give you a 5 minutes break. You can do that, Anubhav. See, all of you, those who come late or they are coming, you know, or seeing it for the first time, you can see this is, I'm making the notes for you people. You don't have to make anything later. Guys, in the annotated PPT, everything is there. So, for example, if you see today's class, just, some of you are asking about notes. See, we started from here. I have hardly done 6, 7 slides. I explained the decline of Mughals. Then I came to your, you know, how to write the answer. Then I'm coming on the later Mughals and I'm making the notes for you simultaneously. Please use this. Lastly, Abdali attacks and gets defeated in 1748 in Battle of Manpur. Abdali is the attacker, Namita. We said na at the very beginning, Ahmad Shah Abdali. Neil, you will have these annotated PPTs later. You can take those pictures from there. Yes, Anubhav. Yes, Abdali, I wrote na, gets defeated. Lastly, remember, he is a great patron of. He is a great patron of the dance. That's why it's said in art and culture, he will get a lot of respect. Neil, please understand, everyone, you get the annotated PPTs. Annotated PPTs are uploaded. So you can always use the annotated PPT. Everything that I have written, you get that. How many of you don't know that you are getting annotated PPT? How many of you don't know? Is there anyone in this class who does not know that you get the annotated PPT? Everybody knows. So don't worry about that, Neil. Ananya, if Muhammad Shah Rangila is mentioned, you only tell me. That means he has defeated him. Guys, next ruler. And let me tell you at the very beginning, this is not important. Nothing should come from this man. Weak ruler, incompetent ruler, absolutely incompetent, of no good. I was telling you that he did not come out of his haram for months and months altogether. He would stay over there. Yes, his wife Udambai and these people would be ruling. Absolutely no power. During his time, Abdali attacked India many a times. During his time, Abdali had attacked India many a times. And he was removed by his own wazir. And name of the wazir was Imad ul Mulk. Please understand, Soumya, Ahmad Shah and Ahmad Shah Abdali are two people. I never said Abdali is the son of Rangila. If he would be the son, why would they be, I told you at the very beginning, Soumya, that Abdali and Nadir Shah are two attackers. Abdali is the Afghan ruler And Rangila, and sorry, Nadir Shah is the Persian ruler. Dinesh, he will come again later. You can see here, Abdali has attacked India many a times during this time. Punjab, Multan, all these things. Sri Ramalu, we are doing later Mughals. Yes, Avni. Alamgir too. Okay, guys. First of all, let's take a small break here. I'll take up your questions for 4 minutes. Anyone, any doubt till Ahmad Shah? Anyone having any doubt till 54? Anyone? Ask your doubts. I'll resolve them. Then we'll go for 5 minutes break. Neil, I'm doing that only. Neil, I'm telling you, every person specifically, I'm telling you that. First time Abdali lost Anubhav, later he would always loot. Abdali looted the mandirs, temples, because there was a lot of, luxury, I would say, jewelry and all those things, money over there. Ahmad Shah was the ruler after the death of Rangila. Yera, Ambika, they are two different people. Ahmad Shah's wazir initially was Safdarjung, and later it is written Imadul Mulk Muhammad. Divya, he is the most important noble of that era. Soumya, after the death of Rangila, somebody had to become the ruler. Sneha, Afghan. North India, near Delhi. Krishna. Isra Pratha. Please understand, Kalyani. Isra's system is where the lands would be auctioned, and whoever gives the highest, they would be given the land for collection of taxes. Pooja, these are happening at the top. People don't know everything. Do you know everything what is happening in today's politics? How do you react? Prajwal, after the death of Rangila, Ahmad Shah became the ruler. Dinesh, just make a small annotation at some place, it will become easy. They are the nobles of that era, Mansi. Nobles means ministers. Ayushi, to improve the financial conditions. See, those whose questions are resolved, don't write again, just write okay. So that I understand that, okay, your question, this is resolved. Anyone whose question is not resolved, that you tell me. If your answer is resolved, write okay so that I understand. Okay, fine enough. You understood the point. Karan, I did not get any question. Then ask your question again. Whose question is resolved? Write okay. Whose question is not resolved? Write no. There is no question right now. Take a 5 minutes break. 11:45 we restart. Hello, everyone. Am I audible? Everyone. Okay, good. Let's start from your next person. That's your Alamgir 2. So, as you can see, becomes the ruler for the next 4 years. And he is remembered only for one thing, that if tomorrow anybody asks you, when did Battle of Palasi occur and who was the ruler of India in those days, just name Alamgir II. Apart from that, nothing else. He has to be remembered for one thing, that Battle of Palasi took during his time. Apart from that, Abdali attacks continued. And the last thing that you should remember is Imadul Mulk killed him. Please remember, Imadul Mulk was, or Alamgir II was killed by his own, I would say, Wazir, whose name is Imadul Mulk. Appointed another ruler named as Shah Jahan III, but we don't study about him much. Directly come to this man because he is ruling for a very long period of time. I'll just change that. 1715 to 1806. Yes, guys, Abdali was attacking India mainly for the purpose of plundering, looting. He would loot the Hindu temples, would take away, the jewelry and everything that would be there in the temples. So, guys, some books it is also written that he was there from 1759. That's not that important. But then remember, he was the ruler when third battle of Palasi took place in 1761. No, Avni. Similarly, participated in Battle of Buxar 1764. There is no second Battle of Palasi. There is only one Battle of Palasi, guys. Sorry, I have made a mistake here. I'll improve that. Third Battle of Panipat. I'm sorry. Third Battle of Panipat in 1761 was fought at his time, during his time. Participated in the Battle of Buxar, lost, signed Treaty of Allahabad, first pensioner of the British. Last thing, later was blinded by Ghulam Qadir Rohilla. His both the eyes were taken out by Ghulam Qadir Rohilla, the Rohilla chief, the Afghan chief. He was blinded. That's why some people say that perhaps he was the unluckiest ruler. Perhaps there was nobody more unlucky than him. Last thing for which we know him is he surrendered Delhi to the British. Am I clear, guys? Shah Alam II. He is called the unluckiest ruler because for the first 12 years kept on running away from his own place because he was worried about his own mantri. His minister has killed the last two, last ruler, and the before that ruler was removed. So invariably he was worried. Lastly, Akbar II, remember, king in the name only. By this time, he was a ruler only in the name. Guys, those who don't understand, first pensioner, today only. Second half, Dinesh, we are going to talk about this. Apart from this, he is remembered because he gave Raja title to Ram Mohan Roy, and last ruler to have his image on the Mughal coins. Those who are wanting the previous slide, please see here. Janita, today only, Battle of Panipat we are going to study. Pooja, please see this slide. You are asking for this slide. I hope this is clear. Guys, by this time, he was also only a pensioner. British used to give him the money and they used to survive. Your last ruler was Bahadur Shah Zafar from 1837 to 57. We will study him a lot because he participated in the 1857 revolt. A very good poet, a very good calligrapher, but then he was a king only in the name. It is said a lot of people like Mirza Ghalib, Zak, Mumin, Dag, the big poets, they all existed at this point of time. Yes, Anubhav. Anyone, any doubt in the last four names that I did just after the break? Otherwise, our second unit is done. Anyone, any doubt? So for you, you can see here, like this it is given, but even if you don't do this slide, I don't have a problem because I have told you everything. This you will study in your medieval. Babur, Humayun, Akbar, Jahangir, Shah Jahan, Aurangzeb. These four you will do over there. We started today from Bahadur Shah, then we went to Jahandar Shah. Then after Jahandar Shah, we went to Farrukh Sher. After Farrukh Sher, we went to Rafiud Darjat, Rafiud Daulah, then Muhammad Shah Rangila, then where is Ahmad Shah? There must be Ahmad Shah Bahadur, then Alamgir II, of course, then we went to your, where is Shah Alam II? Shah Alam II, and then Akbar II, Bahadur Shah Zafar. This is not clear, don't worry about this. This is not clear because I've already given you. You don't have to remember everybody's name. Don't worry about that because I've already given you all the names here. Guys, Dinesh, his eyes were removed. Shah Alam's eyes were removed because Ghulam Qadir Rohilla wanted that he should give him money, treasury. And Shah Alam was saying that, man, I don't have any money. I'm only a pensioner. I am surviving because the Britishers are giving me some money. And that's why his eyes were removed at that point of time. Please put last slide, Abhinav. I did not get, just for clarity, because some people are asking. Babar, Humayun, Akbar, Jahangir, Shah Jahan, though his other brother's name was Khusro. This is your Aurangzeb. Murad was the other son. Shah Suja was another son. Bahadur Shah, Azam Shah, like this. Abhinav, see, Bahadur Shah Zafar. Zafar is his pen name. That is, he was a very good poet who used to write poetry in the name of Zafar. Everyone, am I clear? Now I will only ask you one question. Tell me, guys, very simple thing I'm asking. Why did they take names like Shah Alam II, Alamgir II, Bahadur Shah II, Shah Jahan II, Shah Jahan III? Why such names? Why not a new name? Why these, borrowed names were taken at this point of time? Kalyani says as they were multiple. Kalyani, my point is, why should tomorrow somebody take the name of Kalyani 2, Kalyani 3? Somen says to carry on legacy. Kalyani says it had great meaning. Ananya says because they were famous kings. Shubhojit gave the correct answer. Shubhojit gave the correct answer. To look as great as their ancestor. Guys, I'll say one line in Hindi. In English also I'll translate this. Don't worry. भाई कहीं इज्जत मिले ना मिले, कम से कम नाम में तो इज्जत रहना चाहिए. कौन हो तुम? अरे अकबर के हैं खानदान के आदमी हम. That's why the name Akbar too. What I said just now in Hindi was that at least there should be some respect. If no respect anywhere, okay, but at least in the name there must be respect. When the people take the name, oh, you are who? Arey, you are Shah Jahan. 3. That means I belong to his family. At least there the respect should be there. Am I clear, guys? Absolutely clear? Done. We are done with the second unit is done. And this is your third unit, which we are beginning now. You all can see in this, the first part will be rise of provincial kingdoms. Of course, we will talk about the 3 Anglo-French wars. We will talk about Battle of Palasi, Battle of Buxar, and the 4 Anglo-Mysore War. We will be talking about these 4 topics at this point of time. Everyone, am I clear with the topic listing? What all we are going to talk? Let's see the first part. Yeah, Nikhil, to a certain extent. Let's say if this is your country. Gaurav, later. Have patience. Now, guys, this chapter that we are beginning, this is your chapter 2 of Bipin Chandra. We just now completed chapter 1 of Bipin Chandra. And now I'm going ahead with chapter 2 of Bipin Chandra. Both the places, Dinesh, will come in prelims as well as in mains. You will see the questions and you would automatically understand that thing. Guys, can you see this? This is my map. Even though I had geography as my optional, I'm not that great when it comes to map making. I've gone, so see here. These coastal areas, they are called Carnatic. In the south only, you had Kerala. On top of that, you had Mysore. This bluish portion is Marathas. Hyderabad. Bengal. Awadh. Please understand, this map is not exactly to the, this thing. So don't worry about this. Jats. Rajputs. Sikh. Rohillas. Dinesh, Krishnadev Rai's empire ended in the 16th century. We are talking about 1707 and later days. So don't bring Krishnadev Rai here. I did not get Adiba why you are writing Ahmedabad. I have no idea why you are writing Ahmedabad. Sachin, haircut is this only. Guys, any other confusion with this map? Everyone, am I clear with this map? Let's say this is around 1750 to 1800. I'm not saying exact. Dinesh, we will study that. Have patience. Guys, is the map clear? Okay. So this is the map which explains to you the provincial kingdoms. Now let's say, guys, if tomorrow somebody asks you to write an answer on these provincial kingdoms, how would you go and write this answer? Pooja, I told you this is not the exact map. I'm telling you about these kingdoms. Focus on this. Guys, if somebody is asking you to write about this provincial kingdoms, how would you start writing this? We'll first talk about origin. Anubhav says, we'll talk about origin. Dinesh says, how many provinces, who ruled, How long, that is something that we'll write. Okay. Anything else? Anything else that you would like to do? Decay of Mughal, founder, expansion, location, how are they formed? Anything else? See, you all are not incorrect. Avani says policies. Dinesh also says policies. Guys, you people are not wrong. Listen to me. My opinion is, first of all, think about a classification. Do you think like this? Guys, don't you think we should first of all classify them? We cannot write one by one, Sikh, Rajput, Maratha, Kerala, Carnatic. We cannot do like that. Let's classify them. Don't you think? So under the classification, the first will be successor. Hi, Anurag. Successor state. What is successor? What is successor? After Rohit Kumar, who? Maybe his son. So successor states, they were those who were part of the Mughal Empire. All those states which were part of the Mughal Empire and came out of the Mughal Empire and became independent, more or less. Please see. Hyderabad, Bengal, Awadh. Every one of you, do you see? Am I clear with this? They all were part of the Mughal state. And then Mughal people only, Murshidul Kuli Khan went to Bengal, formed an independent kingdom. Nizamul Mulk came to Hyderabad, formed an independent kingdom. Then Sadat Khan went to Awadh, formed an independent kingdom. Everyone, am I clear with successor states? Anyone? Any problem with successor? They were independent kingdoms then. Independent are what? Those who came into existence due to destabilization of the British, destabilization, just a second, guys. Destabilization of the Mughal Empire. That is, once the Mughals became weak, they all became independent. Like, let's say, Mysore, Kerala, Rajput. Am I clear, guys? Rajput states, they were allies of the Mughals, but once the Mughals have become weak, they said, we are going independent. Similarly, your Mysore, the Mughals were never very strong in these areas. Kerala, only few portions of these were under the Mughals. They all are now more or less independent. And the third type is the new states, whom you refer as rebel states. That is, they fought and then created their own empire. Take the example of Maratha. Chhatrapati Shivaji Hamesha fought. Jats, Sikh. Am I clear with the classification, guys? All of you, any doubt with the classification? Anyone? Because first of all, we need to understand the classification. Then we need to rebel states in the Preet, those who fought against the Mughals and then formed themselves to be independent. Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj fought against the Mughals. Is it clear? Sikh will fight against them. Banda Bahadur and later Jats would always fight against them. Anyone, any confusion? Anyone having any confusion at this point of time? No, I'm not saying Kalyani. I'm only saying that new states, rebel states, fought against the Mughals. They fought against the Mughals. Anurag, Mughals are now very weak. They are in and around Delhi only. They are now confined to those places only. Rohilla, as such, nobody mentions where they are. But you can put them, you know, it can be under the successor only. But as such, no book is mentioning about them, where to put them. Destabilization means that stability has gone away. Stability is not there. Instability is there. Am I clear with this? Can I move ahead? Okay. Thank you. Chalo. So you can see here, three types of states we talked. Successor, those who broke away, and they all formed here. Independent, these states, they are outside the Mughal control. And once the Mughals were destabilized, they became independent. New states are the rebel states. They fought and came in these different category. Hyderabad, Carnatic, Awadh, Bengal, Rajput, Kerala, Mysore, Jat, Rohillas. Let's start with one by one. Guys, tell me, who was the founder of this Hyderabad state? Who was the founder of this Hyderabad state? Nizamul Mulk, Chinch, Kilich Khan, or Kulich Khan, who had the title of Nizam ul Mulk. What did he do? He resigned. Resigned as Wazir of Rangila and moved to South India to form a separate kingdom. known as Hyderabad. Now, guys, do you think he would come and he would be able to form a separate kingdom? All of you, do you think that will happen? No. Defeated a person named Mubriz Khan. He used to be the Mughal viceroy of Deccan. Not that important, but in battle of sorry, just a second, spelling is wrong. It should be Shakir Kheda. And he has established, anyone Hyderabadi here? Anyone from Hyderabad here? His kingdom came to be known as Asaf Jahi dynasty. Naga is from there. Guys, a lot of times we also use the word Nizam dynasty. Either Asaf Jahi dynasty or Nizam dynasty. Varanasi is also from Hyderabad. Great. Guys, this, if you look in your Bipin Chandra, they write that he was a tolerant ruler, but then died in 1748, and his death created succession battles. That is, his successors, they started to fight amongst themselves. And this we will study. Second Anglo-French Wars. Am I clear, guys? Anyone, any doubt in Hyderabad? Tell me doubt, Dinesh. What is the doubt? If you have doubt, tell me the doubt. Don't write yes. If you don't have any doubt, write no. Anyone having any doubt? Otherwise, write yes, no, so that I can move ahead. Guys, we will study Saurav. That's the next topic. Abhinav, the dynasty's name is Asaf Jahi dynasty because he was also known as, he had a lot of names. He was also known as Asaf Jah, Nizam ul Mulk. That's why his name was Asaf Jahi dynasty. Adiba, I did not get this. Clear hai? Everyone. Shakir Kheda, you can see here. Shakir Kheda. Yeah, guys. Nikhil, you are correct. They took so many names and that created a lot of problems for UPSC aspirants. But then I can tell you one thing. Today, only till today, there will be so many names. Next week onwards, there will not be so many names. Natural reason, Jyoti. And nobody will ask you. UPSC is never going to ask you who died how. If somebody has come, that somebody has to go also. चलिए भाई कर्नाटक पे आइए. Carnatic is a Suba of Deccan. Guys, what is Suba? Divya, Chinchkilich Khan, Nizamul Mulk, Asaf Jah, name of same man. Guys, what is Suba? Do you understand what is Suba? Province. So it was a province of Mughals in the Deccan. And thus came under Nizam. It's a province of the Mughals, and thus was under the command of Nizam. He would be looking after this. Now, as you all can understand, here also there would be one founder. Any idea who was the founder of Carnatic? I think Sneha has written that the founder's name is Nawab Sadatullah Khan, Sadatullah Sudhanshu, and the dynasty that he began, Nawayat dynasty. No, Pankaj, not Hyder Ali. Please understand. Nawayat dynasty. These people, they used to be called the deputy governors. Suba, I can write one more letter. Suba. And Suba was managed by the deputy governor. Everyone tell me, how would you know if a state has become independent? How do you know if a state becomes independent? If no revenue to the center, that is one thing. Gets a ruler, no control, own rule, regulation, flag. Suba Dodka, I told you, province. Ananya is correct. Guys, appointed his own successor without consulting the Nizam. Am I clear with this point? That he has appointed that who will be my successor and did not even consult his superior. That means made his position hereditary. He has made his position hereditary, that after me it is going to be my son-in-law, whoever, and I will not talk to my seniors. Am I clear with this, everyone? Everyone, is this clear? Guys, we will study them again because they would also be involved in Second Anglo-French Wars, also known as Carnatic Wars. We will study them in First War also and the Second War also, because they were known as your Carnatic Wars, because these wars took place in the Carnatic area. That's why they were known as your Carnatic Wars. Am I clear with this point, guys? That's why Dinesh, he has a point. He's making himself more or less independent. That, see, I'm not under your control any longer. See, he also, what he did was, appointed his nephew, whose name was Dost Ali, as the successor. Avni, these areas were called Carnatic. Please understand, these border areas I showed you on the map. This border area was called Carnatic. The coastal areas of Tamil Nadu, they were called Carnatic in those days. Please understand, that's why Carnatic. Adiba, I am not clear with your question. With WO means without consulting the Nizam. Everyone, am I clear with Carnatic? All of you, am I clear with Carnatic? Absolutely clear? Okay. Awadh. Here, the ruler is Sadat Khan Burhan ul Mulk. The leader is Sadat Khan Burhan ul Mulk. Yes, Subhajit. Now, Sadat Khan, about him it is written, energetic, iron-willed, and a strong ruler, very strong. Like others, he also made his area independent, and he would appoint his own nephews as the next ruler. After his death in 1739, his nephew Safdarjung became the ruler. Anyone from Lucknow? Anyone here from Lucknow? Is there anyone from Lucknow? Anubhav, Avni? Guys, go to Lucknow, those who have not been there. Abhinav is also from there. I go there when I go to take classes in Lucknow. Such a beautiful town. I'm not saying Hyderabad is not beautiful. That's also very beautiful. I've visited, thanks to my profession, all these cities. So when we go to take classes over there, you go to old Awadh, Lucknow. If those who are, lovers of food, go and eat. Your best foods are available. Go to old Lucknow. Look at the Rumi's Darwaza. Look at the buildings, the Imambaras. So it is said that, those who are from Delhi also, some of you would be from Delhi. The Safdarjung, you all know Safdarjung enclave and all. So it is credited that Sadat Khan and his nephew, they all went and contributed to the Avdi culture. This Avdi culture was, at this point of time, propagated. They made this Avdi culture. Look at the food. Founder of Awadh, I wrote Sadat Khan Burhanul Mulk in the Preet. Abhinav, Safdarjung is the successor. You go to Bara Imam Bara, you go to Chota Imam Bara, you can see scientifically, they are much ahead of the most of the places that we see here. Am I clear, everyone? Avdi culture, guys, if you go to Hyderabad, if you go to Lucknow, you look at their buildings, you look at their language, you look at their, dressing. Lucknow is famous for the dance forms, the Nawab culture. So many things. Kishan, don't worry. Chicken curry work, absolutely Ananya. Look at the chicken curry dresses. Everyone, should I move to this thing? Your Bengal. Yes, railway station is there in Safdarjung railway station. Though I should write one more word here. He was also a tolerant ruler. Should I move ahead, guys? Should I go to Bengal? Okay, please see here. Murshid Quli Khan. Then Shuja Uddin. Then Sarfaraz Khan. And finally, Ali Vardi Khan and Shiraj Ud Daula. Anyone from Murshidabad? Here, anyone from Murshidabad? Guys, Aurangzeb had appointed him as Diwan in 1700. Later, he became the ruler of this place. Next ruler was, he became the ruler in 1727. Shujauddin was his son-in-law. Then Sarfaraz Khan became the ruler in 1739, and he was the son of Sarfaraz Khan. And guys, Sarfaraz Khan was defeated and killed in 1740 by Alivardi Khan. Please remember this, because many people think that Murshid Quli Khan and Alivardi Khan were related. That is totally wrong. Murshid Quli Khan and Alivardi Khan were absolutely not related. He has removed his grandson and later appointed his grandson Shirajuddaulah at this point of time. Everyone, am I clear with this chronology, successor chronology at this point of time? Clear hai? Dekho, UPSC is asking a lot of questions from political history now. You cannot ignore it. Now, it is written. No, you don't have to remember year, Namita, but I have given you the idea. It is written 56. Abhinav. They were tolerant, appointed Hindus as revenue farmers. They would give Hindus high position at this point of time. But then, guys, Bipin Chandra criticizes them on 3 accounts. Criticism: didn't build huge army. The first criticism Bipin Chandra does is that they never ever built a huge army. The other criticism is didn't tackle corruption. They never ever controlled corruption at this point of time. And the third thing that Bipin Chandra says is didn't keep an eye on affairs in the outside world. That is, they never ever saw what was happening abroad. Had they seen what was going on abroad, how did these Britishers, everywhere they looted and all those things, they would have never ever fallen into this whole thing. Everyone, is this 4 slides clear? All of you, 4 places, are these clear? Please give me more yes, guys, so that I get the confidence, I move ahead. And if there is anything, Pooja, I did not get this question of yours. What is meaning of founder? It was not there before. What is this you are asking? Great, guys. See, let's do the Bhavna. You should know, because guys, देखो, I'm stopping every place at one point. Awadh ko ab padhenge. We will again study Awadh later in Battle of Buxar. Similarly, we will study Bengal in Palasi and Buxar. And there we will talk about them. Getting my point? Dodka, these are the rulers of those places. Make a small chit. Make a small place where you write all these names. And you should remember them. Guys, Mysore, let's do first of all. This is big. We need to wrap this Mysore before the break. Mysore, the 2 rulers are Hyder Ali. Who is Hyder Ali? Small time soldier. Now, whose rule is this point? The rule is King. Just a second. Chikka Krishna Raj it would be. Just give me a second. I've written Krishna. King Chikka Krishna Raj. But the problem is he is a puppet. He's a puppet in the hands of whom? He is a puppet in the hands of 2 ministers. One is your Nanjaraj and another is your Devraj. Guys, remember, Devraj is Dulwai and Nanjaraj is Sarv Adhikari. Anyone from Karnataka here? Anyone from Bangalore at this place? In this place, anyone from Bangalore? Prajwal is there. Sneha is there. Can anyone tell me what is the meaning of Dulwai and Sarvadhikari? Anyone, can you tell me the meaning of these 2 words? Dulwai and Sarv Adhikari. Any idea what's the meaning? Sarv Adhikari. Sarv means all. Adhikari means person who has the responsibility of all the things. So basically, he's like a supreme commander. He's like the prime minister. And Dulwai is like a commander-in-chief, Senapati. So both these people, they are controlling him like a puppet. But then Hyder Ali sees an opportunity. Dulwai is commander-in-chief. Absolutely correct, guys. He, anyways, had already established a modern arsenal in Dindigul. And in 1761, Hyder Ali overthrew the government and established his rule. Guys, am I clear with this? That Hyder Ali got an opportunity, overthrew the government, and now it is he and his son. What is the name of his son? Tipu Sultan, who are going to rule. So he and now his son Tipu Sultan. Remember, he is an innovator, a man who brings new things. What did he bring? He brought new coin, new calendar, and weights and measures. Three things were started by Tipu. But then, guys, if you all have idea, I don't know how many of you understand. He is an innovator, but then people say he was also a man of complex character. His character was very complex. Some people say, again, guys, I'm not saying everybody, but then some people say that he was a religious fanatic. That is a person who would act against the people of other religions. But then other people say, guys, arsenal is where you manufacture any arms, weapons, you store the arms, ammunitions. That's your arsenal. Guys, some people say he was not a religious fanatic because he gave money for Sharda, or I should write Goddess Sharda. Just give me a second. I should write Goddess Sharda. Guys, some people say he gave money for Goddess Sharda's bust in Sringeri temple. People say about him that in those days he was the only one to understand that the English were the real enemies. He understood that they are the real enemies. You know, sent emissaries. Do you understand, guys, emissaries? Anyone who does not understand what is an emissary? Anyone who does not understand what is emissary? Emissaries are like Rajdoot, ambassador, envoy. So sent emissaries at this moment to different parts of the world, like France, for example. Am I clear with emissaries, guys? Am I clear with emissaries? Iran, Turkey, Myanmar. He was sending envoys everywhere. Let me change the color of the pen. He traded with China, wanted to trade with I would say Russia. You wanted to do this also. Just I'll have to, no, because I don't have place. I'm rubbing Kerala from this. I'll take it there and removing. Guys, with Russia and Arabia, he was doing trade with all these people. You know, in world history, you will study was inspired by French Revolution, and at this moment became a member of Jacobin Club. Don't worry about Jacobin Club. You will study this Jacobin Club. It's not Jacobian, it's Jacobin Club, Ananya, in world history. He even planted a tree of liberty at this moment in his capital, Seringapatam. He established this, tree at this point of time. Some people say to fight with the English, developed modern dockyard, would design ships. Those who are from that area, Mysore, his Mysorean rockets are very, very famous. Guys, Kavya, Tree of Liberty is nothing. It's not treaty. Okay. Just give me a second, guys. Just give me a second. There is a small mistake I did. It is Tree of Liberty. Tree of Liberty means that he sowed a seed of a plant and called that this will be your tree. So that was named as Tree of Liberty. You know, it is said that Hyder Ali was an illiterate man, but Tipu was highly literate and had books on various subjects in his library. Various subjects, he had this particular thing in his library, various subjects. Whether he read it or not, that's I am not clear. But he had this in his library. Everyone, am I clear with Mysore? All of you, is Mysore clear? See, we will now, Rajput, Jat, Rohilla, and Kerala are left. 4 states are left. That we will do after break because it is 12:50. Last 10 minutes, let us start, something that we started doing last time from yesterday. Dockyard is where the ships start, or stand, or, Bandargah type. Hyder Ali is father of Tipu Sultan Ambika. I'll put the last slide, not a problem. Guys, if you want any doubt to be clarified by the call, give me a call. Anyone, any call. Last 10 minutes, I'll take up your calls. Sachin is giving me a call. Sachin, we talked yesterday also. Sachin?
Hello.
Yeah, Sachin, tell me.
Hello.
Afternoon.
Hello. Good afternoon, sir. Sir, I have a general doubt. Sir, during I have heard from some seniors that while reading history, we
Okay.
should connect every events for a proper learning. It will help in connecting events. Sir, while taking class, please some deal some method to
That's what now
connect
we
events
are
that will make
connecting.
us
We
easy
I
to learn
told you,
history.
for example, decline of Mughals happened. After decline of Mughals, did I not say that now the decline has taken form of
Okay.
these regional kingdoms? Now, when we are talking about regional kingdoms, did I not show you, for example, let's say
Yes.
if Hyderabad got created, I'm telling you later we will study Second Anglo-French War. Carnatic got created, we will study that in Second Anglo-French War. Awadh got created or Bengal got created, we will study in Palasi and Buxan. So this way we will
Okay.
keep on getting connected to every topic. Is it clear, Sachin? Done, Sachin. Goodbye.
Okay. Okay. Thank you,
Mansi
sir.
has given me a call. Let's take the call of Mansi. I hope the voice was clear this time compared to yesterday. We have made a lot of changes in that also. Hi, Mansi. Hi, Mansi. Tell me. Yeah, Mansi,
Hello,
tell me.
sir. Hello, sir. Sir,
Because
how the French
Mansi,
Revolution
Tipu was an
inspired
ally
Tipu
of the
Sultan?
French. If you see, dekho, if you see here, Hyder Ali was also had established the modern arsenal in Dindigal with the help of the French. And you will study later when we are doing Anglo-Mysore wars. Both father and son, they had very bad relations with the British. And you will study that after the second Anglo-Mysore wars, both of them had French as their allies. That's why Tipu was hugely inspired from French Revolution also, and wanted to incorporate some of those things as far as his kingdom were concerned or was concerned. We will study that in the second Anglo-Mysore war.
Okay,
Thank you, Mansi. Guys, if there
okay,
is
sir.
anyone
Thank you.
else who has a call, we have started this for you people. If you have queries, please ask me. Only two people had their queries. Nobody else has queries. Nobody is asking me any query. Nobody has got any doubt. Those who want to go for the break can go. Those who have anything, Anshu is giving me a call. Anshu, afternoon, Anshu, yeah. Tell me,
Hello, sir. Good afternoon.
Anshu.
Sir, till what extent
Sorry, I did not
we
get your
need to
question.
rote learn all this?
Hello.
Sir, till what
At
extent
least
we need to
whatever I'm
learn all
mentioning, that
this?
much you have to learn. If you don't want to go beyond this, not a problem. Anshu, am I clear?
Okay, sir.
Yeah, so Anshu, basically,
Means,
whatever I'm telling you now,
yes, sir,
at
yes, sir.
least this much you must have with you. Okay? Thank you, Anshu. Goodbye.
Thank you, sir.
Karthik, you were giving me a call. Let's take the call of Vishal. Karthik's call is dropped. Yeah, Vishal.
Hello.
Afternoon, man.
Good afternoon, sir. Sir, yesterday we learned that Vasco da Gama was the first
Circumnavigating
who
Africa.
like
मतलब
came to
अफ्रीका का
India via
चारों ओर
sea
से
route,
चक्कर लगाकर
right?
आने वाला first person was Vasco da Gama.
So my question is like whether it was discovered earlier
What was
also
discovered?
via
India.
other two routes like Persian
Yeah,
route or
India was known to everyone.
like Red Sea route.
I told you, the three routes,
Yeah.
Persian Gulf or the Red Sea routes, were known. Here we are only saying that Vasco da Gama was the first person to come via this particular route.
Okay. So my second question is regarding that Carnatic. Like what was the condition before that
Condition in the sense?
the King Nawab Sadatullah Khan?
No, this area came under the
Means
Mughals.
who was the
So
ruler
Mughals would
before
have
that?
appointed their own governors in these areas. Sadatullah Khan declared his independence from them. So we don't study before them the rulers. These all are the areas of the Mughals only. Hello. Thank you, Vishal. Let's take the call
Okay.
of Nitin.
Thank you, sir.
Nitin. Nitin. Hi, Nitin. Good afternoon. Tell me.
Hello, sir. Uh, Very good afternoon. My doubt was, it was mentioned that Sita Krishna Raja is also puppet of Nanja Raja and Deva Raja. So, what is the reason,
Man,
sir, why he
see,
was
the thing
puppet?
is, when the rulers or when the leaders, they are not that strong, invariably, the ministers or all these people would start controlling them. So here Hyder Ali saw that the control of the empire was not in the hands of the king, but rather in the hands of his two ministers. So clearly, that's how we are saying that he had become a puppet in the hands of his two ministers. Thank you.
Okay, got you, sir. The reason, if compared to the Mughal Empire, where the others are supported in the sense that the Sayed brothers were supported to bring them as a king. Hence, he was appointed them as a prime minister. So obviously, they were following him. But here, it is something which is not similar to the Mughal
No, I
Empire.
understood. But then the thing is, if you see in Zulfikar Khan's case also, he was already a minister earlier. And because he supported them, he was appointed as the prime minister by Jahandar Shah. So a lot of times when the weak rulers are inefficient, the power would shift from their hands to their ministers. Thank you, Nitin.
Okay, thank you, sir. Got it.
Let's take a call of Divya. Hi, Divya. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Divya.
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, sir. Sir, we have studied that Syed
Divya,
brothers are
when
kingmakers.
you become
Why
king,
can't they
all
become king by
responsibility, all
plotting
headache
some
are
plans
yours.
like that?
Power is also your responsibility is yours. When you are kingmaker, power is in your hands, responsibility is on somebody else's head. So anything wrong, talk to that person, not to you. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Rajwal. Yeah, Rajwal. Good afternoon. Yeah, man.
Hi, am I audible? Good afternoon. Am I audible? Yeah,
Okay, tell me.
yesterday I have a doubt
Yeah.
about the yesterday arrival of Europeans. Yesterday's topic.
I-
Yeah, we
Sorry,
talked about the
which
wrong notion of
point?
church. I didn't get that point. Can you just brief me about that?
Where did we do this?
Wrong
Wrong
notion of
notion of the
church
church we were
in the
talking
medieval
about that
times.
in the earlier eras the
Yeah,
Europeans had connect with India, but then in medieval times the European world, the European I would say society had got degraded. One of the factors that led to this era of darkness was church had wrong ideas. For example, they used to say that earth is the center of the world, sun revolves around this. So if the scientists would say you are wrong, they would say no, you they would be punished Similarly, this thinking would be that the world is flat. Don't go to the extreme ends. So such wrong ideas were propagated by the church. So because of that,
So is
once
that
we went
wrong
out of
assumptions
this, once
were
the
made
era of
by them?
darkness ended and the new era, which is the era of scientific discoveries, started. So again, people started to make discoveries, go out in the open sea, thinking that, okay, Earth is not flat. Earth is, elliptical in shape, round in shape. So where you start, you come to that place only. If it would have been flat, you wouldn't have come to that place. So that's the whole thing I was trying to say over there. Thank you, man. Goodbye.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Good afternoon, Krishna. बताइए.
Good afternoon, sir. Sir, as you mentioned, Tree of Liberty has been planted by Tipu Sultan in Seringapatam.
Krishna, your voice is not coming, man.
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, tell me.
Hello.
हाँ.
Sir, as you mentioned, Tipu Sultan has been planted Tree of Liberty
अरे
in
बस
Seringapatam,
basically
right?
I planted a tree
Sir, what is mean by that? Tree
and
of
I
Liberty, I
gave
didn't
it
get
the
it.
name Tree of Liberty. Nothing else. And Seringapatam was its capital. Got it? Done, man. Done.
Oh, okay.
Thank you, man.
Okay, sir. Got it. Thank you so much. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Let's take the call of Sneha. 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 Sneha, am I audible?
Hello.
Afternoon, Sneha. बताइए.
Yes, sir, you are audible. Good afternoon, sir. Sir, when I read textbook yesterday regarding chapter 3, so I read a line that
Sneha. Hello. Sneha. Sneha, your voice is not coming. The call has been ended. Okay, it's already 1:05, so we'll take an hour break and we'll start at 2:05 again. Okay, so we'll start at 2:05. Thanks, everyone. Goodbye. Let's meet after the break.